Hi, this is craft kit number 30 from Tonic Studios. These kits are available on subscription on a monthly basis, or you can actually buy them as a one-off purchase. So I'll have all the links down below to show you where you can find that on the Tonic Studios website. Now, I'm one of the folks who gets these sent out to them just a little bit ahead of the release, so that we can make up some card samples and show you what's in the pack and also what you can do with it. So just now I'll show you what's inside, and then I'll get ahead and show what we can make with it too. So for a start, there are two little packs of dies in here, and they're really nice. This kit is actually called Spring Sentiments. So we've got little sentiments, and some of them cut into the card. I've actually gone ahead and cut some out here. So I'm going to show it on the back of this better maybe. This one cuts into the card, and then there's the outline that you can actually bring it out or use as a backing plate to it to show a contrast behind it. So we've got best wishes just for you on a little tag, and obviously then the back plates that are used with these can be used on their own as well without the sentiments on them. So the kit is quite versatile. I can see lots of things that I'd like to make with it already. There's a lovely little rectangle there and a circle, and as well as being used with these, you could use those separately too. So we've got the happy, and there's also this one which is just, which brings us nicely on to the little stamps that are in the set as well. So the just could then go with for you, or there's a lot of things here with love, especially little one to say anniversary, birthday, and then there's some little floral elements as well in there. So nice little set of stamps. Now on to the papers. These are really nice. So as you can see, they're sort of blues, golds, cream and silvery ivory kind of thing. Got a very nice combination of colours to use together. First of all, there's this really lovely textured paper. I think that's one of the speciality papers. You can see there. The other side's quite nice too, but obviously the gold is the side that you'll be wanting to use, I'm sure. There are two or three, one, two, three of these, sorry, four actually, different colours of the textured weave card. So there's blue, ivory, there's denim blue and ivory and cream, and then a golden colour. Freshwater pearls, it's another speciality paper. Really nice. Can you see that? Nice little pattern on there. And then we've got this lovely textured card with a beautiful sheen off it. And this, which is possibly my favourite. I think you can see the pattern very well on there. It's lovely. See the lovely roses that are embossed into that? That's really nice. So this time you've got a little binder as well. I know lots of you like this binder because you can keep the little folders from each month and store them in there, so that's a really nice idea. There's also, that's just one of my sentiments, also a set of honey amber dual tipped alcohol marker pens, and the three colours are hay bale, butterscotch and shorthorn brown. There's also a set of Nouveau Aquaflow markers, and these are called Ocean Air. Really, that's always my favourite colours again, so that makes me very happy. These are Clear Water, Vanilla Sunday and True Turquoise. And matching in with that, we've also got little water droplets in a packet, so they come just three different sizes, and they're really nice little addition to your cards. See, just turn them over there, little faceted gems. Very nice. So we've also got the really lovely good quality Nouveau Deluxe adhesive. Now I know lots of you like this, not only because of the really good quality glue that's inside, but it's got a really fine nozzle, which is really good actually for attaching this type of die cut. Oh, I see I've already been trying out the colours. I've got some of it on my hand, the colours of the aqua markers. So There are a couple of things that you will get in your kit, but because mine has been sent ahead of yours and mine's a little early and some of the things were not available yet, but I've got them on a list here to tell you what. Two of them, you will get a mini bottle of crystal drops, and that'll be called Buttermilk. Now I've actually got it in a bigger bottle here, so I will be using it on the project. It's actually one of my favourite colours, and it does go really well with the markers and the lovely card and paper there, so I'll be using that. You will get a mini one in your kit, and you will also get a mini Crackle Mousse, and that'll be called Ivory Coast. Unfortunately I haven't got any to show you, but I'm sure some of the other girls will maybe use that on theirs if they have it. So that's the kit, and I'll be back in a moment or two to show you what we can make with it. So I thought I would like to make a little bookmark. So I've used the tag die, and I've taped it onto some card here and drawn a line, just it's 1 centimetre up from the bottom, and that's really just to show me a guideline where I can put my top plate, because I don't want to cut this off at the bottom edge. So I'm going to put my top plate just up to that line, like so. Pass this through my die cutting machine. Now you can see that it's cut the shape out at the top, but this bottom piece is still intact. So now I'm going to elongate that by putting this further down, probably about there, yeah. And if you just set the die on top and move it around a bit, you can actually find that you've got it in the grooves okay. So I'm going to tape that on there. This will be the full length of my bookmark. I'll tape that on there, and then add another piece of tape on here. Now this time you don't come this way, or you'll cut that off there. Turn it around and then put the plate up to the line again and pass it through your machine again. Just remember, you don't want to cut over this piece this time, otherwise you'll cut the top off. And bring it back through the machine, and then you've got a longer shape. So instead of having this tag shape, you've got it longer. So you could make it whatever length you like. You can do that again, make it slightly longer, but that's just the length that I want for my little bookmark. I'm going to use this little die along with the Aquaflow markers to make some little flowers to colour in this, to decorate this little bookmark. So I've gone ahead with the lightest one, which is clear water, and I've coloured the background here, and now I'm just going to cut out some little flowers. And I'll add a little shading with the darker one, so that's true turquoise. I'll glue them onto here. I've gone ahead and added some of the Buttermilk crystal drops onto the top of these, so that's in the centre, and you can see on these ones I've put them on while the colouring below was still quite damp. So this is the drops before they dry, but whenever they dry on top of that, they actually take on quite a bit of the colour of the pen below it. So just bear that in mind. If I had left this to dry first, then the drops would have stayed this lovely cream colour, but I've put them on while the colouring was damp, and it's taken up that bluish tinge, which I like of course, but it depends on what you want to do with yours. So Now I am going to glue these on. I'll use this because this lovely fine nozzle is just great for this kind of job. The other two that I went ahead and made are going to be used to make a little tail piece for the bookmark, so I'll just stick these on at the moment. To finish off the little bookmark, I have, after I've added these dots on the front of it here, you can see with the buttermilk crystal drops, I've then taken a piece of twine, I've attached it to the back with some glue and put a punched circle of white card over the top of it, and then I've taken another two flowers exactly the same as what I've done in the front. I've put the twine in between them and glued the two together with the Nouveau adhesive again, and that's the finished bookmark. So this piece goes inside the book and this comes out over the top to show you what page you're on. I have used an A6 ivory white card blank, one of the Craft Perfect ones, and I have used some of the textured weave denim blue as the matte and layer with the freshwater pearls on top, and then I have taken this die and cut it out in the denim blue again. I have then used the hello in the centre of it to create this shape. I've cut out a circle. Now I cut two out, but I think it shows up better on this one, so I'm going to glue that on there and then put that on the centre of the card. And then I've cut out the same shape again, but I've done it this time in the lovely textured gold card, and I'm going to put some of that at the top here. I'm just going to cut it slightly and add some pieces on, so I think I'll do down there, there, and across here. So what I'm going to do here then is just add these pieces on around the outside of the card. Then I've taken this die and cut out 3 of these little flowers, and I'm going to attach those in the same way.